Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Here is something you may not believe. It actually rained on and off throughout the night last night. As you could see, it barely moved the needle. It didn't really move the needle at all. Now did it? Some places are muddy, most places dry to the bone like that. Yeah, you're right. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of rain in the forecast. Hopefully we can make it through till sunset. That's not too far off. About maybe 2.5 hours or so. Maybe I think if I'm lucky, it might be even 3. I might even have 3 hours out here. So yeah, I'm on the ICW. It's a really close spot for me. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'm working through pain. I am. About 2 days ago, I pulled a muscle down there in my right leg, in the groin hip area, and it is absolutely a pain. Yeah. So yesterday, I did a big ride, but the day before, I stayed in because I was limping hard. I was hurting. I was like, what did I do? And I don't really know what I did. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure. Just, you know, how these things work is you do something and then you wake up in the morning and you feel it. So yeah, woke up in the morning, felt it, and as the day went on, the limp got more and more. So I stayed in, and then yesterday I woke up, felt pretty good, and I got on the bike and I did this massive adventure. By the end of the day, once I got home, I was wincing. It was a twinge. It was pain. Yeah. And so this morning I woke up stiff and sore. And because of the weather forecast, the possibility of getting rained on, and the fact that my leg is killing me, let's see what I can do here. I brought 3 rods. I brought the cast net. I got some bait. I got some cut bait from yesterday. I've got some night crawlers. Yeah. We're going to get some bait and do some other things. So yeah, even though I feel like, ugh, you know what? It's not all bad. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out all that I brought besides the water. Slight, very, very slight breeze up here this afternoon. It's not that big of a deal. It might go away by the end, or, you know, soon or something, but it's not that big of a deal. Almost went to the river for this session, but I decided against it because all the close spots where I could get into 20 feet or more of water right now are rocky top spots, and I'm not putting myself in that kind of jeopardy. Rocks, yeah. Who wants to fall and trip over rocks when you're already hurting a little bit? Not me. We'll start out with the headpiece on a 6/0 octopus. Let's switch that from a 4-ounce to a 3-ounce real quick. It's gonna be very ominous because it's a 3-ounce coffin lead. I don't really need a 4-ounce here. Now that I have that out, I've got a 1/0 drop on a dropper loop here. One of those thin wire 1/0 octopus hooks. These are handy if you're fishing a place where you could get snagged. The hooks will bend out. They still catch big fish, but you can get these hooks to bend out when you're fishing snags. And that way, maybe you can get your lead back, because a lot of times the lead is the most expensive part of the rig. We're just putting half a night crawler on this. We're going to thread it up a little bit. Just box standard here. Thread it up a little bit and then do some wraps. This does have a barb on it, but it is not a bait keeper. So there is a possibility of the worm wriggling up over the barb and coming off. That's why you do that many wraps. I realized I didn't count the wraps. You just do more than 1, 2, 3, whatever. That is a 1 ounce lead, and it's going to stay close. This night crawler is probably going to get hit fast, but we'll just keep an eye on it. Over here I have my 3rd rod standing to attention. I don't have anything to put on it yet, so it's just going to have to wait. Got to throw that. Even though the area didn't receive a ton of rain last night, yesterday, I believe that all of the pumping stations were pumping on my side, probably that side as well. They tend to preemptively pump bayous or drainage canals down when they're expecting a lot of rain, because we do have several days of rain in our forecast right now. Lots of possibilities of it. So they were pumping into this. This is what they pump into. This is probably a little bit changed by that activity. Dirty water pumped in, that sort of thing. We don't have a lot of fish jumping right now, but we are not here during prime time. It is still early, but it's right around the corner. We should be seeing some activity and some bites back to back here pretty soon. I'm looking for a Pacific kind of bait with the net right now, and I don't see it quite yet. We're gonna have to just keep trying. Oh, look at this. We already got something kicking up in that net like crazy. Let me toggle this down so you can see. I don't know if it got out, but there was quite the pandemonium. Oh, yes. Oh, that's even better than bluegill. We got 2 of them. Yeah, the pandemonium when that net hit the bottom. That is a fat mullet. We got a smaller one in there as well. However, that's not the Pacific bait I was looking for. But I am happy to receive that for sure. Before he jumps back into the drink, let's grab him. This one can go back. All right, still not getting the bait I'm looking for, but we got something here that we can work with. This is a really good size. Yeah, if you thought I was looking for that, you're wrong. I'm looking for shrimp. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they'll show up later, but maybe all the pumping has pushed them away. I'm gonna take this smallest one and get this hook out. This is a 2-aught Kale that I was gonna put a little shrimp on. And I'm just gonna go in right behind that head plate. Disadvantage here is that it could be easily plucked off, but you could also easily get a hookup. He's just going to be able to swim freely, and if it's a headshot from the fish, definitely going to come in contact with that Kale. This is on an H&H cork leader, popping cork sort of thing, right? Here's the lead and the beads, and this is a steel leader, about 18 inches. I just looked at the time. It is 3:05, and sunset's going to be just after 5, so we have 2 hours to fish. There's not a lot of activity yet. I haven't seen any bites. We're not going to put that out too far, about right there. And I want to see where it's going to go. See if it's going to interfere with any of these other rods. The wind is kind of going this way, so it might hold it, but I don't know where the current's going. At the moment, the locks, the Algier locks at the river at the end of this are being repaired because someone ran into it. So we're probably not going to see any big amounts of activity here from barges. I don't know if you've noticed, but the last few videos I've done here on the ICW, you haven't seen any kind of traffic like that. Maybe outboards, you know, small fishing boats, and that's it. no industrial traffic right now because they can't get onto the river from here. Okay, I've figured it out. The wind is going to be pushing that way, but the current is going this way at the moment. So we have to flip things. Flip things. Flip things. Wow. Wow. What happened there? Crabs? Yeah, time to change this bait. Over the years and many times recently, people have asked me to explain, and I have explained why I sometimes fish a fillet style bait. This is mullet fillet style. Now, on one side, I take a fillet, which is just a straight fillet, and then the other side, I'll just cut with the scissors, and I'll have the spinal column and all on that. The reason why I do this is because at times, there's two reasons. Biggest reason is that it is a faster attractant. It'll attract a fish faster, and crabs, unfortunately, but it puts scent and flavor in the water very fast. Other times, the second reason is in play. My mullet is so big that I can make it go further by doing a fillet style like this. You see, this is a good size bait here. Kind of small, but not the smallest bait, medium size, if you will. I brought 3 panfish out here to fish, but however, I'm very happy to be throwing mullet now because there are black drum and there are redfish, and they really like mullet. So yeah, mullet it is. Everything likes mullet here, so we will still catch cats with it. Sorry I didn't show throwing this, but here's dumping it. Yeah, you're right. Some of those I might keep. I've not caught a fish yet, but I've caught a fish. Caught quite a few fish. We're about to have a fish. I had water on the lens. Okay, there we go. Gotcha. Finally. That mullet had a nice hit, but the fish wasn't there, and now we have something decent. This is 20-pound test, so it feels decent at the moment. Something on the night crawler. I threw this out as far as I could get it. This is a short rod with 20-pound high vis line on it. What do we have on the night crawler? Look at that. Channel cat. Oh, I think I got the right size. Still no shrimp, but I needed another shad for the float. At times the night crawler just gets hammered left and right with no catches, and I get tired of that. Putting on a piece of gut pocket now from the mullet, just like that. Good ways out there this time. If there's water on the lens, I apologize. Whoa, what did we get there? That is a huge trout. Whoa! Come on. I got to get that trout out of the net, but something's hitting this gut pocket line. There's nothing here. Oh, there is something here. Yes. Oh, this is nice for 20-pound test on a little thin wire hook with a little tiny piece of gut pocket. Much bigger than the first cat on this rod. Might be a channel cat again, though. Oh, it's not. It's a blue cat.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and be cautious here. Just use my landing net. It was right there next to me anyway. I'd hate to lose this little guy because I'm not sure how much more we're gonna do. We might get something big here, but this could be it. I doubt it though. Ooh, come up out of that. Come up out of there. Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, so we got something even better. It's not a legit catch, but let's look at it. I don't think I'm gonna get shrimp in the net. I'm gonna keep trying, and I'll be happy if I do, because I've been trying to get a keeper trout out of here. Artificials have not been working in this canal, not at this position anyway. But that is a keeper trout if it was on the line, but it is not. It's out of the net, so therefore, goodbye, keeper trout. My first one from this location ever. I did all that work to get him out of the net, and he rolled back into it. Not too bad. So sometimes it's the little baits that produce the most, and the further we get into the season, as we get to deep into fall and into winter. Oh, goodbye. As we go through fall and it gets colder and we get into winter, small baits are going to be more productive for big fish than big baits. I knew it was a matter of time we were going to get something on this bigger piece of mullet. It had 2 hits. Oh, this is a sizable fish. I don't know if this is a cat because there are no head shakes, and I saw it briefly and it didn't quite look like a cat. But wait a minute, just give me a second to get a look at it. It might be. It's just not fighting like one. It is a cat. It just didn't have head shakes. Oh, that is a decent one. It's just bigger and bigger is what they're doing. Bigger and bigger. Sometimes it's the opposite, and those are the annoying times when I try to have high spirits anyway. I mean, I'm just always thankful to get a video for you guys, whether it's crap or not. The goal is to have one every day, but that goal can't always be met. Yeah, you're right, but it's getting met this week. Nice. Woo! On the outside of the mouth still counts, but my goodness, it's like one of those piercings on someone's cheek. Only thing is, this one don't have green hair. Yeah, you're right. Not necessarily worthy of me breaking a scale out. He's about maybe in between 10 and 13 pounds, maybe. Or more like 10 and 12. Not even worthy of me putting my hat back on. It's just even though it's not hot, 70 something, kind of just relaxing with the hat off, catching some fish. 3 nice fish in a row. One out of the net, one on 20-pound test on a piece of gut pocket, and then the biggest one is right here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sometimes I'm glad I came to this spot. Other times I'm like, oh my goodness, it sucks. I have no plans to keep fish on this session unless it's a fairly kosher fish. Like, I would keep a trout. I would keep a 16-inch red and a smaller black drum, like a 16-inch. But for the most part, thank you. Go get bigger. I'm gonna put out another piece of fillet style bait. That's not a garbage can, by the way. Somebody came here after I was last here, had some water, left the bottles. Don't do that. Might be my last piece I'm putting out, last piece of mullet. This is on the bone, the other side. There's a little bit of a hit on my last piece because we are getting really close to that point, guys. It is 4:53. We are just on the outside of that sunset. It's going to happen in a few minutes, so we're going to lose the light. Oh, we have a slack line now. I'm still hauling in this slack line. What's going on? I'm going to stop and see what happens. It's still developing. No, he just picked it up. All right, I'm stepping back. What are you doing, fish? Are you with my bait? Did you bring it in and now you're pulling it back out? There we go. He's with me still. Look at that. All right, now that's I need to deal with that. He just gave me a massive slack line again. We're going to be back and forth for a second. I don't want to overreact unless I'm pretty sure it's a small fish that's already hooked up. I want to see a pronounced hit on this rod because I feel like if I try to strike too early that I'm not going to get a decent hookup. It can happen. You can strike with octopus hooks, but if you strike too soon, you might be striking the thin skin. Look at that. It's still the same fish. I turned the camera off because it looked like he quit on me. And I started tidying up. He's with me. Look, he's reorientating my line a bit, and he's got a constant pressure on me. So I think we have a decent hookup. Yes. At the last minute, literally, most things are packed up. Luckily, I had the foresight not to put the net up because we're going to need it for this fish. We have head shakes. So I was thinking about this being a whatever video because I was coming out to see what I could catch, fish for whatever. I know it's a catfish video, but how about this for a title? The Triple, fishing for whatever. How about that? Because we got three cool things back to back. First, a keeper trout out of the net, which went back. And then a cat on a small bait, and then a bigger cat on a bigger bait. And now we have a bigger cat to say goodbye with. Wow, he's putting up a good fight. This is a stubborn fish. Very stubborn fish. He does not want to come in. This is like my red bone. I had to tell her 3 times. Very stubborn dog. This is a very stubborn fish. But I'm not sleeping next to this fish tonight, so. Oh, is a decent one, y'all. This is a decent fish to close the video out with. Decent for the last fish of the session. All right, now we can toggle back down. And it's a good thing that he decided to play with us, to dance with us at this moment, because we have enough light. That is a decent fish. Look at him. Nice coloration on him. Good white looking belly, blue looking top. That is a nice blue cat. All right, we're gonna stop giving him compliments until we get him up here. And we might give him a few more. You're a nice looking fish. Yes, you are. Maybe that'll make you comply. Come on, because you're not going home with us. Whoa, this is a sizable fish. We might be weighing this. It's definitely over 20 pounds. We got the bugle recording going on behind us. There's a bass back there. It means here pretty soon the coyotes will be chiming in. The coyotes always stir up when them horns start playing on the speakers. It's crazy. Got a nice decent hookup. I'm glad that I waited. Gotta be fast because he's not a mile from the edge. Anything could go wrong. Chaos tends to happen sometimes. Okay. Yeah, over 20, but not by much. Only 20. Come on, settle down. 22.62, so 22 pounds. Pretty cool. He tried to roll, give me 2 minke sides, but we saved it. They got a real minke side stuck with grass, and this side's just got a little bit. I know we're losing the light, you can barely see, but it is happy days. It's a nice fish to get at the last moment. The biggest of the session. Things are looking up, looking good. He's not happy, he's ready to go back. Yeah, you're right. Settle down. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. Go get bigger. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Last bit of the horns going there. Them coyotes will be singing with that here real soon. Starting to rain. Hopefully it doesn't come down like curtains while I'm getting out of here, but I don't even realize that my leg is killing me. I can't even, yeah, I'm in a good mood now, guys. Ready to get out of here too. So thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. Yeah, you're right. If you want to be a member, click down below. Perks are, you get easy early access to the videos. If you don't want to be a member, that is cool. All you need to do to support the channel really is, thanks for watching, liking. Yeah. Oh, I'm ready to go, but I'm in a good mood. As you can see, I lost it right there. But if you want to support the channel, the best way to do it, if you don't want to become a member, is just by watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you next time. Yeah, you're right. Whew. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood.